Hey ManCave, this is Bob for DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today's the next episode in the Free-moN N-Scale module build called Taconite Harbor. Let's see what we have for you today. Okay, time for another update. Here's the after. I've put on the dark granite and a little bit of the pewter gray as sort of a dusting over the top of it. And it looks not as black. It's still dark. It's going to be what it is. I think I'm going to stick with this and keep the color like it is. I do need to put some color down here in this runoff stream into the lake, and you know, get that to look more normal. I did do the other side over here as well, and so you can see the colors in that. I'm gonna extend this in a little bit so it matches up with this part of the dock, because there's a gap behind here, so I'm gonna need to fill that in. A little bit of foam in there and fill that up. And then I'll be pretty close to putting the dock in permanently and start getting ready for track and everything else. I have been working on switch power, you know, wiring in a frog to my push switch. This is not by any means completely locked in there, but as you can see, the switch does work. It works fairly well the way it is, the way I have it positioned. Needs a little adjustment, but all in all, I've got feeders right in here, and those will go down, and then I'll wire up these black and red ones to the appropriate left and right rail in the same connector as my feeders, and that'll work just dandy. So now that I've figured out how to get all that wired up and situated, I'm going to have to glue this down at some point. And once I do that, then I'm going to continue on with the track. One of the issues I was having is it's really tough to get that pin inside that hole while it's laying down. So once I glue it down, it don't come out. It shouldn't come out. I may end up putting a dab of solder on the top of that pin so it does not slide out ever, and that'll work out even better. On the other switch, I'll probably just take the wire and solder it down to the top of the drawbar here, or the switch bar, and once it's in right position, solder it down, and that should be good to go. Instead of drilling, it took forever to drill a hole into that. So I think I'm going to try a different method on the next one over there. Next one that I need to do switches and switch power on is, I'm going to be doing that one there, and keep working around the layout. So far, looking so good. It's been a busy day. Went out and rode in a parade, and then I went out to see the Big Boy in Omaha. It was raining all morning. People still showed up, from what I heard, in the pouring rain between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, and actually it was raining probably almost till 10:30 out there. Kids were playing in puddles. It was a good old time, apparently, from what I heard. So didn't keep people away, that's for sure. Well, till the next update, guys. Okay, a little update. I had this coarse ballast right here. It's a coarse gray, or gray coarse kind of a ballast, but you can see that it no longer looks almost white. I mean, it's like a really light gray. It now looks like dark granite, which is what the color I put on it is. How did I do that? Well, I poured some of the paint in this little dish, added just a touch of water into it, and just circulated all the rocks around in it. So just dropped it in there. Oh, look how fast that went. Just like that. Put a bunch of rocks in there, mixed it all up, and now I have a gray rock. And I can put that on the layout somewhere. I'm just going to put that one right there. Right there. And so now that it's got paint on it, and it's wet, it'll probably dry where it sits. And then I'll go over it again with some clear Elmer's glue in places to hold it in place. May even put some water effects on there. I'll have to put the water effects in the stream and build a little stream of water coming out of here to pour into it. So the stream's coming along fairly well. Need a lot of foliage to cover up a lot of the extra paint details and stuff like that, and make that look more natural. Also, I installed a couple pieces of shaper sheet over there with some hot glue, and also an extra piece of foam right in there to build kind of a wall near the waterfall. And so that's what I've been doing. Also have a lot of track to still install the switch machines and get those powered up for the switches, power up the frogs, put in some feeders, those kind of things, and then start laying down some more track. Okay, time for another update. I've been rather gainfully employed today. Maybe not as fast as I would want to have been working, but I've been tired. I've been chasing the big boy today, this morning, and then I come back and do this kind of stuff. So anyway, I soldered in a new switch. Same problem I had with that other switch over there. Once I wired up the wires, one side of the switch was no longer electrically connected. So I'd switch a switch and only one side would work. So I'd replace the switch, which means I had to drill another hole into the switch handle there, resolder, check it again. Everything electrically was working, so now I can install it. So I took and wired up the switch to the feeders, and the feeders are going down to the bus bar down here. And I'm currently gluing in a section of track right in here. I made a new one of these mounts. The mounts are slightly wider than the straight ones. These are for curves, so it gives a little bit more slack for a bend in the track. As you can kind of see, there's a bend in the track right there. And so I had to redesign, make it a little bit wider so I could go around a curve. And then I had to cut that in half, obviously, to make the seam work. And then super glued with super glue gel, and using the Gorilla super glue gel. Gives you a little bit more working time, and you can do some adjustments and stuff. So did that, glued down this section of track, glued down the switch over there. Let's see, I added in a little bit more foam here to widen this up because there was a big gap in there behind the dock. So over here I put in the rocks and used clear Elmer's glue and just kind of bathed it all in Elmer's glue. After I had painted the rocks the same kind of gray, the granite gray, and just put them in there, sprinkled some other, not parsley flakes, but that's what I'm using, but you know, this kind of gravel, kind of a talus, fine talus. And so just throwing that stuff in there, a little color, so forth and so forth. We're going to have to do a little painting again at some point, but it's looking better, looking a lot better. What I also did today was I put in this shaper sheet, kind of curved it, had cut it to fit that shape there, sew the piece up on top, and it's looking better. Just need to put some scenery on it, and it'll look pretty good. I think I'm going to have to put a little bit of plaster cloth in here just to kind of cover up that hole, and also need to, I think, raise up a piece of foam in here so that this is a little bit taller, because I got sort of a rock wall that kind of comes in along here as well, but it is an extension from that one. I might have to cut this piece down a little bit, you know, cut a little angle right in there, but it's getting there. I was going to use suitcase connectors, and I wired this up for suitcase connectors, but when I was putting them on over there, it crushed this soft insulation for speaker wire. Even though you have stranded wire, having a nice hard insulation makes the suitcase connector work better. And so it basically kind of cut the wire instead of actually going through it. It kind of squished it, crushed it, and I was like, nope. So I went with solderless connectors, and I may have to do something like that with these, but we'll see. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. I'm going to have to continue on with laying track. I'm going to try and get as much track laid as I can, and then move on to some scenery and the dock. You know, I'll get all the rest of the track done around this reverse loop, then I'll start concentrating on the dock and putting track in on that at some point. A lot of work to do, and it's getting hotter. Till the next update, guys. So if this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell down below to get notified of future videos just like this one. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and as always, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Till next time, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.